Have you ever been in a relationship where communication made or broke your relationship? My name is Emily Frazier, and I will be discussing idiomatic communication and the relational de-escalation process in relationships. I will be explaining how relationships fall apart and come together by idiomatic communication in regards to the escalation and de-escalation process. I will be discussing what idiomatic communication is and its role in relationship escalation and de-escalation by research from Dunleavy and Booth's article titled Idiomatic Communication in the Stages of Coming Together and Falling Apart. Dunleavy and Booth discussed idiomatic communication in the stages of how a relationship comes together and falls apart. Idiomatic communication are the words, phrases, and gestures that are unique in a relationship. This research article is looking at idiomatic communication and if it is used with less frequency or if it's negatively used in the escalation and de-escalation process in relationships. Relational de-escalation and escalation of a relationship can be found in Chapter 8 of our textbook and directly involves the use of Knapp's model of relational de-escalation. Relational de-escalation occurs in 5 stages: differentiating, circumscribing, stagnating, avoiding, and terminating. The use of positive idioms can positively impact a relationship, causing escalation or boost in the relationship. The use of negative idioms can negatively impact a relationship, causing de-escalation or termination of a relationship. Dunleavy and Booth asked the following questions in their research. Hypothesis number 1. Will escalating romantic partners report the use of significantly more idioms than de-escalating romantic partners? And hypothesis number 2, will escalating romantic partners use each idiom with greater frequency than de-escalating partners? For hypothesis number 1, the use of idioms between the relational stages was significant, as escalating individuals reported more idioms being used in the relationship than de-escalating partners. For hypothesis number 2, the research showed that the question or hypothesis was partially supported because escalating and de-escalating romantic partners use different idioms. The 5 functions of idiomatic communication vary between relationships as each relationship is different. The 5 idiomatic functions that varied among the relationships were confrontations, expressions of affection, nicknames, sexual invitations, and teasing insults. I chose as an application for this research project that my relationship with my boyfriend, because we both use idiomatic communication and that the use of it greatly improves our connection and our relationship, and there isn't a communication issue or problem, but we do use idiomatic communication to positively impact our relationship and not to de-escalate. I have learned from this research article that words can positively escalate and de-escalate a relationship intentionally or unintentionally. The information in the research will make me think twice before communicating to prevent de-escalation in my relationship. Today I explained how relationships fall apart by idiomatic communication and the relational de-escalation process, and how increased use of idioms can benefit relationships and escalation. Basically, words can make or break a relationship. The use of idiomatic communication can be used to positively escalate a relationship, or it can be used negatively to de-escalate the relationship. In review, today I discussed idiomatic communication, which basically means how words, gestures, or phrases can negatively or positively impact a relationship. In the process of escalation, which means positively impacting the relationship, or in de-escalation, where it negatively impacts the relationship. From this research, I can conclude that idiomatic communication can negatively and positively impact a relationship. I learned words can hurt, and the way we use words can greatly affect the relationships I have in my life and can either escalate in a positive way or de-escalate in a negative way based on the word choices alone.